For my next anime review, I am doing Sentenced to be a Hero. This anime is done by Studio Kai, and it is rated TVMA. On the surface, Sentenced to be a Hero looks to be a rather generic dark fantasy anime. On the surface level, the story for Sentenced to be a Hero can be very stereotypical. You've got your normal heroes going after the demon lords or generals, or in this case, as the show prefers it, Demon Blight. And then you've got the goddess characters that have immense amounts of power, and they act like a sort of a Deus Ex Machina. It references to a story device that comes in last minute to save the day. The reason why I put the goddesses in that sort of camp, is they are the most powerful beings in the show. If you're looking for a fairly easy to watch dark fantasy, I can definitely recommend it in that way. Now, as long as you don't go in expecting one of the greatest shows ever made, I think you'll be fine. Sentenced to be a Hero is a very enjoyable ride from beginning to end. Now, does the show have its problems? Yes. I do feel like this first season can drag its feet a bit, especially towards the middle and whenever they're not dealing with Demon Blight. I do feel like the series and the pacing can drag its feet a bit. Xylo, one of the main characters, thankfully he is very likable. He is definitely one of those type of edgelord characters, but he's the enjoyable type. The other character, Theota, she was definitely my favorite. She's the other main character of the show. And then, of course, you have Kirivia. She is also another character that's very likable. She starts out kind of hit or miss, but as the show goes along, she gets more likable and you spend more time with her. So, overall, the three main characters, Theota, Xylo, and Kiva, those three characters are, in my opinion, the heart and soul of the show, and they do a great job. The voice cast across the board is really good. The OST for this season I thought was good. It's nothing outstanding. It gets the job done. It gets the job done just fine. The intro theme for the show for this first season is not that good. Third or fourth time of the episodes, I just decided to skip the intro, so I didn't really care for it all that much. The ending theme, on the other hand, I thought was pretty good. I enjoyed it quite a bit. The set pieces and the action in this first season I thought were really good. Personally, I do think it could have been interesting to see Xylo fail here and there. The action in this season and the set pieces are all really good. I enjoyed that aspect quite a bit of the show. And the world building in this season I thought was really interesting, and I was not expecting world building to be this good in this I was not expecting the world building to be this good. They take their time to make sure they introduce things in the world at the right time. That definitely helped with my enjoyment of the show. And by the final episode, they pull out a surprise I was not expecting. Like I said earlier in the video, if you're looking for a decent dark fantasy to whet your chops on, I don't think you can go wrong with this series. This series has some great music, some very likable characters. The rest of the cast is either hit or miss. Well, because they're all criminals, essentially. There's not a whole lot else for me to really say on Sentenced to be a Hero. It's a solid dark fantasy with some great music, with some likable characters, and the story is I was waiting on whether or not the story was gonna be really all that compelling, but once the season concluded, there are events that happen in the last episode in this season that really piqued my interest. Now, of course, I'm not going to say what happens in the final episode just in case you don't know, but I'm really looking forward to season 2 and seeing where they go with this. And with all that said and done, my final score for Sentenced to Be a Hero is a very admirable 7 out of 10. This season is nowhere near the best of the season, but it's not even close to being the worst. Anyway, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. I would love to hear from you guys if you have been watching Sentenced to Be a Hero and if you're looking forward to season 2, because season 2 has been announced. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. This has been Ryder. I'm out.